In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to make a little adjustment to your title blocks. If you drew your title blocks and your template files based on the information I gave you in exercise 3, then you're going to have a little bit of a problem, being that the title block will not fit on the page correctly when we try to print this to the PDF drivers that are installed with AutoCAD. So I'm going to show you how to address that. And I'm going to open up my template file. So I'm going to go to the open command, and I'm going to switch the file type to DWG. When I do that, it automatically switches to where AutoCAD looks for my template files. I'm going to browse to where I've stored my my personal files, and that's in my documents, and then I've got a folder called AutoCAD templates. So I'm going to open up my inch drawing and pick OK. So the problem occurs with the title blocks. So I'm going to go to the page A size page, and I'm going to look at the page setup manager there. So I'm going to right mouse click on it, and I'm going to select the page setup manager. And I'm going to modify the existing page. And you may get a message about the printers. That's okay. So the thing that I need to change is the printer plotter. So I want to change that to be, in the instructions I had used this Adobe PDF, but that's not standard with AutoCAD, so that's something special based on some other software that I have installed on my computer, so that didn't work for everyone, so I apologize for that. But what we want to look for is this DWG to PDF.pc3, so we'll select that. And we're going to make sure that our paper size is 8.5 by 11, layout is the plot area that we want to plot, and the scale is 1:1, and again monochrome. So we can hit the preview, and you can see there's some issues. The title block is kind of sticking over outside the margins. That's okay. So I'm going to close the preview window, and I'm going to pick OK to accept this page setup. I'm going to close this, and you can see this dotted line is the printer margins. So you can see that the right side of my title block and even part of my viewport window is beyond that printer margin. So what I'm going to do is use the stretch command. So if you remember how to use the stretch command, we pick the stretch tool. Stretch command is a unique command in that it has to select objects by crossing window. So I'm going to use a crossing window. I'm going to left click up here to the above and to the right. I'm going to drag my crossing window. I'm going to go ahead and go across that vertical line that separates the drawing and the size. So I'm going to left click there to select where I want to stretch. And I'm going to right click to advance the command. And I'm going to pick a spot up here above, and we're just going to drag to the right till my title block is just inside that dotted line. I don't, your number may be a little different than mine, but I'm just going to go inside that and left click again. So now everything will print. If I want, I can go to the print preview, and everything's set. Okay, so I need to repeat that same process for the B size. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. So I go to the B size sheet. I'm going to go into the page setup manager. So I'm going to right mouse click on the B size sheet, select page setup manager. I'm going to modify the B size sheet. And again, you may get a warning about printers not being available. That's okay. The printer that I'm going to select is going to be what? Do you remember? It's DWG to PDF.pc3. This is standard and installed with all AutoCAD installations. So we're going to make sure that the sheet that we have says 11 by 17. The plot area is going to be layout. The scale is 1:1, and the plot style is monochrome. So again, we can do preview, and once again, we're having trouble on this right side. So you can see some of the text in the title block is too far beyond the margins. So I'm going to close the print preview. I'm going to pick OK to accept these changes. I'm going to close the page setup manager. And just like before, I'm going to stretch this title block inside the dotted lines. So I'm going to use the stretch command. My crossing windows, I'm going to start above and to the right. I'm going to drag all the way. I'm going to include the viewport window and both lines of the title block. That's the only parts I want to stretch, so make sure your crossing window covers that area. I'm going to right mouse click to advance the command. The base point is going to be an area up here above, and I'm just going to drag to the right. Now when you do this, you want to make sure that your orthographic mode is on. So you make sure that ortho mode is on so that you drag straight, and then just get that border inside that dotted line somewhere, and I'm not going to be too specific about where, so that'll be fine. If you want to double check, you can go to the print preview, and you can see now that all the title blocks will expand and be correct. So we're going to close that, and I'm going to go back to the model space, and I'm going to save that, and I'm going to repeat those same steps with the metric template, and that way I can start to use my templates and everything's in good order. So hopefully this will help you get straightened out with that print to PDF. There's going to be another video I'm going to show you how to set up and print to PDF. So that'll be the next video coming. If you have any questions, give me a call or send me an email. Thanks.